deep in the tropical rainforest of Selvadorada is the Jungle Ecopod. Hey, I'm Joe, and I'm back with another tour. This is based on the Mars Ecopod theme, but it's in the jungle setting. I wanted to create something a little bit closer to home, or at least to some land, so this is a very tropical and jungle feel for the same theme. This is largely a subterranean house with a lot of skylights, which lets in the light into the basement areas. So it's almost like being above ground, but you're not. Since we can't create hills or valleys, this is the best we can get to creating terrain. This is built on the largest plot in Selvadorada, as the others are all too small, and I wanted to leave enough space around it to do it justice. Right, so basically I cut a hole in the ground and I built most of it underground. There's a swimming pool that's covered for inclement weather, like as we were just experiencing, and then an area where you can actually grow your own food, but you can just see there. All the areas downstairs have large skylights that let in the light, so it's not dark and dingy. This isn't the dungeon build after all. This is below is just the main area, which has all the entertainment and kitchen areas, etc. There's the swimming pool with pouring water from the glass roof, which is rather fun, and then the smaller rooms and exercise rooms. In the center I did a little bit of landscaping, but I didn't want to fill up the whole area so that you can see the actual building. Also, there's no terrain paint because you can't paint on ground levels, so this floor is from the Hobbit theme, and then the rest is all just normal plants and that, trying to create a more natural look. The fountain that you just see on the left is actually got two pieces, and it's made from the ball from the fountains and then a normal fountain, so you actually can't see the bowl of flowers that's usually at the top. I thought it was more classical. This is designed to be a rental and therefore a vacation house. I've given their Sims plenty of activities that they can engage in, including gardening. You can barbecue, as he's just attempting to burn down the house, and then swim as well. The stream down the side of the property was rather difficult to create, and it didn't come out quite as realistic as I'd hoped, but I didn't want to use too many of the spray jets because then they tend to look a little false and slow down the game, so I thought I'd just use them sparingly. I thought the rocks and the plants will frame the water quite nicely. Going indoors, this is the two separate bed room. You could use it for children or just friends visiting, and it's got their own bathroom, which is actually quite nice. It's quite spacious, and it's fully mirrored to give you more of a sense of mirroring the outdoors. Next to it is the gym or workout room, and he's a bit of a klutz, so just excuse him. And again, it's got skylights to bring in a bit of lighting so it's not too dark. I used the same floor tiles throughout because I thought it'd just give you more of a rustic sort of look. The chess set is of course fake, and it's not even correct, but I like the look of it, so I decided to use it anyway. We headed off to the main suite. I guess this is where the parents would stay, or the person footing the bill for staying in such an expensive accommodation. I built a double-sided fireplace because I've always wanted to do one, and this was the opportunity that I was looking for. I wanted a free-floating chimney. This is the main ensuite bathroom, which is sort of very subtle and done in very light colors, with a little bit of blacks, and the natural light streams in from above through that central core there. I used these jungle adventure decals throughout the property to give it a bit of an authentic feel. This is the spa and sauna room, which you can just go and unblock your pores, as he's about to do, and steam up the place. It's also got a skylight above, so it's quite pleasant to use. I used a lot of hanging plants in this build because there are a lot of skylights, so I placed them where they would get natural sunlight and would flourish. I feel that gives you that sort of that hanging gardens of Babylon kind of look, and something you'd expect in a jungle setting. Next door is the main living area, which is kind of a all-in-one. Large dining room table will seat all the guests that sleep over. Got plenty of entertainment, little couch area, and the kitchen all open plan. I used the same stripes on the walls, but you did them in tiles for the kitchen area. I just hate painted kitchens, they're just difficult to maintain. And this is the indoor swimming pool, which is hexagonal, and it's mirrored above by the dome. I wanted to use a round dome like on the EcoPod on the opposite end, but you just cannot get the floors and the raised foundations to build around it, so I had to do it in pieces. Going down into the smaller rooms, these are two matching rooms. They are identical, just mirrored. This would be your two double bedrooms that other guests could use. The bathrooms are very similar to the others and very simple, and there's plenty of space to move around. You also get a lot of natural light coming in through these windows. The interior has just got a small sitting area, and then of course your bedroom. Going back upstairs, night has fallen, and now we're in for a bit of a time lapse. I think it's quite dramatic, especially how the skies over Selvadorada seem to be quite darker than the ones in the city, which is quite nice. It follows real life. Anyway, here we are going towards dawn, and the sun's coming up. Never get used to how the lighting effects works in The Sims. This is a general overview showing the fountain. The stream running down the side of the EcoPod domed area turned out better than could be expected, but I'm not overly happy with how the water flows. Water flowing out of the rocks looks quite realistic, but the rest just didn't create the rapids that I'd hoped. Right, here's some screenshots of the final house. If you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe and turn on notifications from the bell icon. Hopefully, YouTube will send you notifications telling you when I release more videos just like this one. If you enjoyed this video, do remember to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. I do read all my comments and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a fantastic day ahead.